we are hearing of what they were calling a silver alert, that according to some employees at the hospital, and which is essentially an armed assailant, as you say. San Bernardino County sheriffs have confirmed to us that they have reports of someone armed with a gun. We've been trying to confirm if a gun has been discharged or what all is going on here. Haven't heard a lot from the authorities. We just heard a couple of their helicopters. They have two overhead, and they were looking for a man that was wearing black, carrying a duffel bag, who was kind of walking around the perimeter of the hospital that looked kind of suspicious to them. So they were trying to locate that person without drawing too much attention to themselves. But you can see that the hospital is completely surrounded by police. You have some homes here as well. We had heard that the hospital, that some people were either getting out if they could or sheltering in place if it was not safe to go through the hospital. So still a lot to confirm, but you can see that this is obviously a very serious situation here with this massive response from San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies. Juan and Mike.
Des, are you seeing any patients, visitors, anybody assembling outside, or is this just police right now in the area?
Mainly just police at this point. We just got on the scene here as we came to air, and it's kind of a tricky shot right now because the two helicopters have asked us to keep it kind of wide. They wanted to stay a little bit high, and then obviously they're going to be right over the hospital. So it's kind of a similar situation like we might deal with LAX's airspace at the moment. But you can see a lot of people have gathered out here. I mean, there's actually quite a few police right here that you can see on the corner. I'll put up the map tracker where we're talking about Prospect and Anderson right here on that corner. So, they're all outside. It's unclear how many authorities are inside, if they are, and, if we're still trying to confirm if any shots have been fired, if anyone is in custody, if this is a barricade situation. There's just not a ton of information at this point. Here you can see one of the two helicopters that were overhead. 40 King, which was San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies helicopter, and then Riverside deputies are joining them from the air as well. So, yeah, this is a very serious situation, obviously, at a hospital, but I haven't seen a stream of people coming out of the hospital at this point.
Yeah, it must be very serious with that incredible amount of police response. Let's go up to Mike Rogers at the desk. Mike, what do you have over there?
Yeah, hey, Des, two things. First of all, I just noticed there's a Bearcat, an armored vehicle right there at that intersection. And then if you can, Des, and I know we're dealing with a lot of the air restrictions that are up there, but the other side of the hospital where you were telling us, or you were showing us just a second ago, I think that's going to be the primary focus of this investigation, because what we are getting from the hospital, from Loma Linda Medical Center, they put out a Nixle alert. Code Silver is what they call it, an active threat. They say Loma Linda University Health has declared a Code Silver active threat. Report of an armed assailant at the Pediatric Emergency Department. Wow. So the Pediatric Emergency Department is where we believe this is ongoing. And Des, right there on Anderson, that is where the address of the Pediatric Children's Hospital is, according to their website, right on Anderson Street. So that may be why right there at Anderson and Prospect, the larger police response might be on this side based on the location inside of the hospital where this is active and happening. And again, Loma Linda Medical Center putting out a Nixle alert, both to the public and to its employees, saying there is a Code Silver. You see a ton of crime tape down there too, Des, right by in the parking lot down there, likely trying to keep all of the public. You can see a bunch of people that have gathered here on the street, likely maybe some evacuations from the hospital, nearby residents that have come to figure out what's going on. Juan and Des, I can also tell you CHP has there's another Bearcat right there in the front. It looks like, Des, are they going through is that a car they're going through, or is that truck just parked there right in front of the Bearcat? The one up to the top there.
Right, yeah, as I double in here, yeah, you can see.
There it is,
this one. Yeah, yep. So there is that one right there at the very front, and authorities kind of crowding the front entrance as Dylan has moved SkyCal around to the north side of the entrance to see if we could see anything a little bit better. I'm also doubled in right now, so a pretty detailed look inside, and it's obviously completely vacant in there. I assume everyone who was here in this lobby probably hightailed it out of there as soon as they could once they heard that there was any sort of a threat. And it might be I thought maybe I saw a drone flying around, but I think it's actually just a reflection.
Des, real quick, if you can just tilt up, you got some people in the window right in that area right there. So I don't know.
Yeah, I can't see them.
Does that look like law enforcement? I can't tell.
Yeah, kind of hard to tell, but maybe some people sheltering in place. See someone wearing white there right in the center of the shot, and some other people. So, hopefully these floors are locked down, and this is, an isolated incident, but a massive disruption at the very least right now. And who knows if, someone could have been undergoing surgery or something at this hour, or some kind of very, intensive medical care that all of a sudden had to be put on pause because of whatever is happening here. And still waiting on confirmation from the authorities. A lot of times with these active situations, they're kind of there's usually quite a delay in getting confirmation on what exactly is going on.